Hello, and welcome. Another day of trading. What a crazy beginning of the day today. We had this massive, absolutely massive candle to the upside. Yeah, news CPI, I believe. Let me check the calendar because I do believe this is not everything. So we had the CPI at 8:30. This has caused this massive move. PMI 945, that's behind us right now. And we are just waiting for the Michigan consumer expectations, which will be at 10 a.m. in 11 minutes, 10 a.m. New York time. So I'll take this off my screen and we will mark that time on the chart. So I took some trades today. Overall, we are break even on the day, more or less. Looking at my screen here, I took a trade in London session, which was a winning one, and I took a trade right now while I was getting ready for the stream, and that was a loser. So we are pretty much break even right now. So we are starting fresh. Let me just set up my screens. I think we are streaming. Stream health is excellent. Stream settings, we should be ultra low latency, which is good. Yesterday, after I finished streaming, I set up the new stream for today and wrong time. So the stream supposed to start yesterday evening after the session. So I had to delete it and set it up one more time for today. Today I'm gonna be streaming for just 1 hour, something like that. I have some stuff to do. By the way, we should be entering here probably, which I missed again. Hopefully we go a tad below, although we are kind of overextended, so I don't like that idea. I have added different time frames to my screen, so I will be able to show you. So this is the daily time frame, my daily chart. So as you can see, all-time highs, very bullish candle. This is candle number 7. Candle number 9 is going to be the sell candle. So I will be watching that closely for potential drops or at least pullbacks. We have the 15-minute chart. Again, all-time highs. All liquidity has been taken. There is a massive gap as well underneath. I believe I'll show you this in a second again, maybe in 1 minute. But again, we are quite high right now. The 5-minute chart, this massive candle here, and now we are just moving a little bit high. So let's see how it goes today. I will try not to rush into trades. There is a big gap again from this black line here. This is the close of yesterday's New York session. So we opened up here today. So I'm just going to do this and the opening. It's more or less like that. And let's change the template to opening range gap. And today is 24th of October. Boom. Okay. So I'm going to extend it a little bit. Okay, so see, I didn't have this on my chart, but it seems like we are bouncing off the edge of this opening gap right now. Might have been potential, what's it called? Potential idea for entry. I was hoping for this to go a little bit deeper into this down candle here. if you watched my previous streams, you know I'm looking for the mid candle, ideally. But we didn't get this. So we will be executing the trades on Nasdaq, and we will be using 1 minute time frame today. Hopefully we'll get something within the next hour. If not, I'll just close this screen and stream. What else? Opening range gap, important. London high, 24th. Where is the liquidity below us? This is a very important question. We do have some of this. What's that? Okay, so we dug into this opening range gap a little bit, then moved upwards. That's fine, and we have some minor liquidity here. So I wonder if we are going to target this. Liquidity. 24th October. So this would be a target if we start moving lower, hopefully, at some point. This is a huge candle. Nothing above us, just clear sky. So yeah, we'll see. Structure on the 1 minute. We broke down below this low, but that was just a liquidity grab on the start of the session. We moved up. We took this high, and we took this high. So I took a trade, I think it was lower actually. I took the trade here. I added to the trade somewhere here. It moved down, well, let's see. I added to the trade. Yeah, I added to the trade here. And then it stopped me with, I think, this candle or this candle, I believe, yes. So it stopped me here, unfortunately. And then I entered another trade on the break of this candle here. And I took like 15 points or something like that. Anyway, more or less we are break even on the day, so nothing to talk about really. And we will talk about the trades we take on camera on the stream. So now the structure is bullish. We are making higher low. So really entering anything, any shorts here would be risky. At least not for me. Plus we are getting to this 10 a.m. News. So let's pay attention to this. I'm gonna glance at the 15-minute chart. I can switch to the 15-minute chart so you can see as well. There is some liquidity resting here. I wonder if we dig into this order block and move higher. We have some liquidity here, just the sell side, 24th October. Okay, other than that, much lower, so I'm not gonna look at this right now. I think we will at least test all-time highs, previous all-time highs, which is this green line on my chart. But again, time will show if this is going to happen today. Let's take a look on the 5-minute right now. The 5-minute has this massive gap. This will get closed eventually. I'm not saying this is going to happen today, but it will definitely happen at some point in the future. The question is when. So I'm going to mark that. And I'm going to extend it because it might take a while to, let's lock it. May take a while to actually close it completely. We almost went down to the midpoint of that gap, as you can see, and then moved up. So that's all bullish. Going back to 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart. Okay, so we touched on this order block here, or sorry, this one here. Okay, midpoint of that, and now we are moving higher. So let's see what's gonna happen. News coming, so we're not gonna do anything right now. Okay, that's news. What else do we have here? Gaps. First presented fair value gap. Where are you? Where are you? So this is really the first gap, isn't it? Okay, so again, if we had this on the chart, then first fair value gap 24th October. And let's lock it. This is locked. Not really didn't offer us opportunity to enter, so it was the opening range gap that offered us the opportunity, and I think this is not being very specific, so let's be specific. It goes to here. Okay, cool. Good. So let's sit and watch. I would love to get an entry, short entry here, but because this is all bullish, at least for now, I don't really want to do this. What else? Let's take a look at some gaps here. So this one, a gap here. That's not the gap we are looking for. Let's measure this move. There was no gap on the lower quadrant. But again, we broke to the upside and then we touched almost the tick and then moved higher. It's a sell candle here. So let's see if this is going to give us any potential move downside. It doesn't look like that. The 5 minute is very bullish right now. Strong candles. This may all change in a second. Okay. What am I looking at? I'm analyzing this move here. I should be paying attention to this one. So are we digging into this candle now? Or are we doing something else? Let's see, the discount is here below the midpoint of this range. Looks like it wants to go higher. But maybe this is just a look. Let's see what is going on here. So we bounced here, we bounced off this one. I would love to get a reversal trade here. So like 100 points. Would be nice. I will look at my entry chart. What is the volatility today? Okay, pretty normal, 26. Wow, everything is off my charts. It's crazy. Okay, there is a 5-minute candle, which is closing in half a minute. If this closes up here above this high, then it should be super bullish, but it doesn't seem like that. It's going down. Love it. Oh, I wonder if we get an entry to the upside of this line, the midpoint of this. What would my stop loss be here? 453, 427. That's kind of a lot. That is a lot. It's 5 minutes. Position. We take the long position from here. Stop loss would have to be here. We have a view up here as well, which may offer some support on this potential trade. We wanted to something like that. I am thinking potentially, if we are given the opportunity. Okay, that's a potential liquidity grab. Do I want to take the punt here? Sell. Oh, this chart. Okay, I'll take a stab on this short. Stop loss will be tied above this candle. And let's see if we get stopped. If we don't risk, then we don't get anything. So trade. Let's see. And that is going to materialize with anything. Half point of this candle acceptable. I wouldn't want this to go a lot higher, definitely not above this candle. 38 needs to be 55, probably something like that. Even 15 points on this trade would be nice. Probably not the best trade idea, but let's see. I could have entered when it actually shot it up, but I did not. So a little bit late entry. I was on another screen, so my hotkey didn't work, unfortunately, to enter the trade. But hopefully we will be able to get something out of this trade. I will be moving my stop loss fast here, because again the entire structure is bullish for now. So I don't want to take unnecessary risks. Let's see. This is probably my maximum. Let's see, okay, 6 points. 4.6 is a little bit too tight. I would like 10 points at least to move the stop loss to break even. Let's see, or maybe the massive dump would be nice as well. Okay, 10 points. I am ready to move to break even if needed. If it goes down, then let it go. I don't want something like that. Okay, I've got a late entry anyway, so stop. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I need something else here. Okay, if I entered here on this sweep of, let's say, this liquidity, there is not a lot here, but still could have entered here, 540, and then exit 520. That's 20 points. That would be a good scalp, but I had a late entry. That's why I had to move the stop loss quickly to the break even. Okay, so live chat. One break, first trade, break even. And let's wait for the next opportunity to show up. Where are we on the RSI? Yes, the RSI has a lot of space in both directions. It's not definitely not overextended. That's 10.10, so the market should start running right now. And we'll move that to 10.30. Okay. Let's see if I should hold that trade for longer or not. Let's delete that. By the way, guys, I know I promised to talk about what's it called? Why are we still on that chat? Sorry. I promised to talk about how to select the best prop firm for your specific circumstances. I do have everything, all the notes, etc. I did extensive research. All I can tell you right now, the Lucid Trading, this is the only link I have in the description of the video. The Lucid Trading accounts are pretty much all the best all around. Okay, first of all, you get End of Day Drawdown, which is which basically is calculated at the end of the day, not intraday. You get one-time fee. Okay, you pay one-time fee for the account, so you can take as much time as you want to actually pass the evaluation, which is great as well. Especially if you are a beginner. The price is crazy good in comparison to other companies. For example, there are companies who are offering cheap accounts. Like, for example, Funding Futures, it's only like $38 after discount, but they have so many issues with payouts. I haven't used them. I wanted to try them, but because of these issues, I just can't. I don't think it's worth it. Okay. There is the Funded Futures family, I believe, but unfortunately there is only 2000 drawdown, and this is intraday, not end of day. And there is activation fee which you pay after you pass. So the account after discount could be 22, but if you $22, but if you add activation fee, that's $70 extra, so 92. Apex is running a promotion right now, which is I believe 80% off or something like that. Very good prop firm. I used them extensively in the past, but again, they have the activation fee. So you pay right now about almost $40 per account, but you need to add $85 activation fee when you pass that account. Okay, so that adds up. And this is a promotional fee during the promotion period. So once the promotional period ends in 4 days, this will be $140, which I paid many times in the past as well. And this can add up, especially if you start passing accounts one after another, okay? So right now Lucid Trading is, with my link, I believe you can get 45% discount right now, which is crazy. It works out about 60 something US dollars. You can take as much time as you want. There is no activation fee. You get end of day drawdown, 90% to 10% split, a very fast payout. This is super important. 15-minute payouts, and there is a lot of positive reviews. So out of all the companies I know about and made research on, Lucid Trading is the best value proposition right now. So if you are interested in following the stream or having the real-time data, trying your luck, especially if you are a beginner, Lucid Trading will be the best option for you. So this is like in a very short introduction. I will talk about this a little bit later, maybe next week, because today I will be ending in about half an hour. So just keep that in mind. Okay, back to the charts. What can I say? Nothing to do here. We have this red, green, red, green, red, green candles. It's crazy. Price action. We need to wait for something a little bit more. What's the word here? I forgot the word. Meaningful. That's the word. What I am thinking, but again, this is in hindsight, I do not have the knowledge just yet to say or enter trade based on this. But if we measure this week, okay, you can see we are using that week as a discount. So this is the midpoint of the week, 0.5 level. Okay, I measured from the beginning of the week to the end of the week. And we are bouncing 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. Maybe if I had this on my chart, I would have entered, because the bodies here barely penetrate the midpoint of that week. You can see went like 2 or 3 points above, 2 or 3 points above, below. This is exactly bang in the middle. And potentially, if we entered here with a stop above this candle, then we would get 17 points. I wouldn't target more. I would target probably like 15 points. That would be a lot. Maybe not the best trade just yet, but this could be the beginning of the dump. Okay, so we now have created a gap here. I'm actually going to take a stop if we start moving lower. Okay, I'm in the trade now. and I will give it some time. Maybe it will stop me, I don't know. Switch to the trade so you can see. My stop will be above that candle, okay? Because if it goes above these highs and above the high of this candle, I don't want to be in this trade anyway. 20 points, 30 points, let's see. I would love to get a dump to this level, but I will be quick to take my profits if we get the chance here. Okay, the idea was that we created this little gap here. Okay, and now we moved up and down. Okay, so we rejected the half point of that wick, and then we created fair value gap here, and now we are moving down or not. We'll see. We need to take some risks. This is after 10, and I would love to get some. I would love to get into a longer trade, but I don't see a longer trade here just yet, unless to the upside. So like a quick massive dump, we are out, hopefully. Okay, 15, let's definitely break even now. Give me 20 points, hopefully, come on. Nice, okay, I'm out. Good, quick scalp. This could be a beginning of something big, but again, I don't trust this, okay? I do not trust this. So that's it, very quick trade. We are green on the day, so let's do an aftermath. Right now, again, I'm not interested right now what's gonna happen here. So we can mark this on our chart. So what did I enter? I entered short. I entered short, and I entered short at 531. 531, that is about here. Okay, so I entered the short as this candle, I believe, was moving down, okay? And then it went up again. So we can't see that on the chart, but as far as I remember, this is what was happening. My stop was somewhere here. Again, I don't know exactly, but it was above this candle, okay? I said I don't want the price to move above these, okay? And definitely not above this one. So I gave it plenty of space. And our exit was so far at the very bottom of this candle, which was 508. 508. This was our exit. Okay, so for a very quick scalp, of this gap, I guess we could enter here, but again, I'm not that adept in this. So nice scalp, 22 points we got. So let's put this in the chart. Second trade, 22 points. Boom. 22 points. Nice. Very happy with it. Very happy. Let's take a quick screenshot of this. Okay. And let's put this in the journal. So, trade entry. Trade entry 24. Select instrument. Micros. What was the profit ratio? Is it 1-to-1? Yeah, let's call it 1-to-1. 1-to-1, 22 points, winner. Select the picture. Okay. And let's put some comments in. Good, confident trade of the fair value gap after rejection from mid from C of the wick. Tap quickly. Right. Tap quickly 20 points. Okay. Nothing to say here. Really nice trade. Good confident trade of the fair value gap after influence week. Entry as the candle was moving down below fair value gap. That's all I want to know here. Safe trade. Move on, we still have some time. Okay, so what is going on now here? Move this a little bit. That trade idea is still on the table, especially with the fact that we are getting the view up very close here. We usually get bounces of view up. Another interesting to me idea is the midpoint of this candle. Okay, so which one do we choose, if at all? Now there is another one here. So we use this one kind of. I'm not gonna enter any trades of this order block, if we can call it like that. Check out lucid trading accounts. 45% discount. Link in the video description. That's all I'm going to say for future reference. I mean, really, I went through a lot of these companies, and the fact that this is a one-time fee with no time limit, this is not a monthly fee, this is one-time fee. This I noticed actually today because I thought this is a monthly fee. So I thought to myself that I need to recalculate our kind of targets, etc. How many contracts do we need to trade in order to pass this within the first monthly payment? But I noticed today that there is no, it's a one-off fee, one-time fee for the account, and no activation fee. So we are good. We can take as much time as we want here. And that's it. Okay, we are mid point of this candle right now that I told you about, but I'm not gonna take the trades off, which I did not. Higher high, higher high. This line would be perfect. And I'm not gonna make a mistake of moving this line to here like yesterday. But I would like to see that volume imbalance. See, there is a small volume imbalance between these two candles. Okay, might be a good area for entry. Too early to say, we are not there yet. So what's going on here? It's nothing. Okay, let's read this price action. So we have a quick liquidity grab here. Then we rejected the midpoint of this candle. Then we broke down, we did not create any lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We created this gap. We rejected off that gap, and since then we did not have any other gap. So we are just bouncing up and down, up and down, and up and down. So this was the only meaningful price action here, which we took the trade off. 10:30 already, wow. Okay, 15 minutes more, we can give it. Let's see if we can. Yeah, should I enter off this line? It's a pity we don't have so many viewers just yet, because it's a new stream. What is the day? What's the day of the challenge right now? Is it day number 4 or something? I don't remember. Anyway, the time to make decisions now. I much more like the idea of this. I really do like this idea here. It's 77. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick trade. Just give it some time. Let's see. Trade. Okay, that's break even now. And I'm going to exit the trade here. I will not risk it. Okay. So that was 75. 10 points. But a very quick trade. I would be more tempted to, and I will watch the charts now. We'll leave it here. What is the exact midpoint of that candle? Because it's sometimes delivered just to the tick. So I need to know exactly. The midpoint of this order block is 40, is it 51? 75, 51.50. 51.50 exactly, if I measured correctly. I wonder if we could get 20 points of this. Okay, anyway, 51.50. Did I say 51.50? 51.50. 51.50. This is the midpoint of this candle. And this is exactly where the VWAP is right now. So I personally would love to see that liquidity being taken here, move to that point, and move higher. I mean, that would be a perfect scenario for me. Time will show if we are going to get this in the next 10 minutes. Okay, could have gotten a little bit more points, like 20 or something. I don't care, to be honest. Let's mark this on the screen. So 75-ish. 75. Perfect entry. stop below. But plus we have a fair value gap as well down below. The first presented fair value gap. Okay, this order block. I know you can't see my screen right now. Okay, it's not going where I want right now, so we can do this. I'm gonna put a limit by here just in case we quickly dump here. By limit. Because sometimes markets just go very quickly, briefly, and okay, let it sit here for a moment. No news expected, unless we get some random tariff news again. Anyway, I took the 84, 75. So 84, 85, 75. Okay. So this was, I think this was like on this candles very fast. Okay, I'll do 2 candles here so we can see it more clearly. So 10 points, and this was our third trade. 10 points winner. 10 points winner. Okay. Okay, see, my initial idea was to actually target these lows here. So we could have gotten points, 20, 18, potentially 20 points on this candle if I waited, but I really didn't want to wait. Okay, let's see if we're gonna get this trade. This one I am a little bit more interested in, unless it just dumps through it, in which case I will have my protective stop loss. Here this is 427. Let's see, it looks like it wants to go lower. The question is how much lower? Okay, we do have this first presented fair value gap. I think there should be some support here, to be honest. Okay, let's read the price action. So we dumped here again. We created this fair value gap, and then we inverted it, and then we dumped below it again. And now we are using this order block again as support. See, I'll explain this. I'll extend this line. So let's see if that's all we are going to get right now, or is this going to dump a little bit more? Also, I will put one moving average on my chart here. Copy. Also, we do have, paste, yes, we do have the 5-minute 20 EMA here, which is now supporting the price. Not that I pay too much attention to it, but people do. So I like to have it on my chart. Now, if you show you what we did 5-minute chart. So look at the 5-minute chart, okay? We did have this massive gap here, okay, that we kind of explored a little bit. And now we dumped here exactly to the, +1 tick, was it? Exactly to the edge of this gap, okay? Now I did not have this, I did not see it actually, to be honest. because that, well, that was my entry anyway. Thinking layout. I pretty much entered off the edge of this gap almost, which is great. But if I did see that gap, this is the big gap. If I did see that gap on my 1 minute chart, then I would probably wait a little bit longer. I would give it a little bit more time to bounce and take a little bit more profit. Because that's a big gap, okay? And we are basically digging into it for those little pullbacks. It will eventually get closed. Maybe today, we'll see. Okay, so now we did create a higher low. So I would not be entering of this order block. It would be risky. Where would I want to enter if I wanted to enter a short? We didn't really create a lot of gaps, just back and forth, isn't it? This was the only gap after this one. The question is if we are going to bounce off that gap again and test this entire order block. This could be the play if it's going to dump lower. The midpoint of it is somewhat here. It can start bouncing off this level as well, because that's the beginning of the order block. Let's see. I am kind of interested in this. A little bit scary, because on the 5-minute chart we did not really create any lower lows just yet, but we may be coming right now to create a lower high somewhere in the vicinity of 530 area. 530 area is exactly here in this area. So it is possible. That trade, if I entered here, that would have to be short of that line with stops somewhere here. 22.50. Like that, ideally targeting again. This would be minimum. Ideally the midpoint of this order block here. That would be a very good play. 1 to 2 risk to reward. Now the question is, am I going to enter it? Probably I should. If we go a little bit higher, I might take a stab. What can happen? What bad things can happen? Okay. Let's take a look. Digging into the order block. With live streams. Ah, damn. Stupid phone. I missed it. Okay, well, I get. Why is my chart not moving? What the heck is going on? Then Close. Reopen. For goodness sake. My chart completely froze. 1 minute chart. What's going on? Do I have the connection? Do I have internet? Oh man. It just does not work. Okay, let's disconnect. So would that be a loser, or would I get a better entry if I entered now? Connection. Bar timer. Start. Let's take a look what's going on. Stop. Sell. I'm in the trade right now. Very risky, but still within the realm of this order block. I really want a little bit of dump here. Switch to the trade. We'll be moving my stop loss quickly again to the break-even point, because that is going up. Okay, we bounced off this order block line here. Come on, move a little bit lower. Please. I mean, that would be a perfect short. Let's see. Let's see. Ready to move the stop to break even. No opportunity here. I need to move my stop. Now, I'm a little bit afraid to put the stop here. So I will have to put it set above. I've got a little bit better entries. I think I'm gonna do this here for now. Let's see. Okay, nice dump. Break even. Button. Come on, move lower. Move lower. A few more points. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn you. Okay, not gonna risk it. Probably should have waited. Okay, see, emotion. That is what I was talking about. I need to be a little bit more patient, because that could be the beginning of a massive dump. Could be. I'm not saying it will be. Plus, I did not follow my plan, see? We didn't even get to this order block. This would be my first exit idea. Not good, Michael. Not the best example, but we got 31. Okay, a little bit better than 10 points. A little bit better, and it seems like after all it wasn't the worst idea to exit quickly. Okay, so that was short. I took the short 31. So I took the short on this candle and the 31 level. Okay. Stop was, could have been here, could have been here as well. I said I will open this up. And then my plan was to manage this as we go. And we exited 519. 519. 519 or 519.50. To save that screen, 519.50. 519.50. Okay, so I did not put this one in the journal. Yes, so we moved here. none of the bodies, okay, see, let me enlarge this a little bit. The bodies here, the candle bodies, did not close above the body of this order block. Okay, wicks are allowed to make damage. We move down. I'm gonna regret this. And we took profit 11, 12 points, 11, 15, 11 points profit. Okay, so that was our fourth trade. 11 points winner. Okay, my original idea for this trade was to at least exit somewhere in this vicinity here, so above this order block, this small order block. Okay, so we are almost there. If I waited and if we get there, which I think we will, then that would be 20 points. This looks like it wants to go lower now. The best case scenario for me would be 1 to 2 here, which is boom. Okay, see? No, you don't see. No, you see. Okay. I thought I got the wrong screen. Yes, so we hit my first case scenario now, and now we are moving for the second case scenario, which would be 1 to 2, which is the one I would like to take more of. However, that's it. So how did we do? Let's summarize this quickly because I will be ending the stream now. So we took the first trade on stream here, as that candle was moving down. Okay, the candle is rejected of the midpoint of that big wick, went down, created the gap. The candle was below the gap. We entered exactly here, and then we took 20 points, a little bit more than 20 points profit. Then we waited. I said I don't want to take anything of that order block because we had this order block here. Okay, so I took a small scalp. Why didn't I wait here? I didn't want to wait because we had these lows here. So I took a quick profit at 10 points right here. So we bounced, took profit here. Then the market moved up. Took off that order block midpoint, moved up. Okay, now I wanted to enter here, but my screen froze. Okay, here is another opportunity to enter if we were bullish. Now I am not 100% now. I wouldn't take any trades here. We took the trade off that gap. My screen froze, so I had to reopen it. And I took a late but better entry here for a quick scalp to the downside. Again, if we waited, we would take the full 1 to 2 risk to reward, which would be great, but we didn't. So now what? We still have VWAP. And to be honest, I think we will overshoot VWAP by a little bit. And we will get a long entry. Okay, we will take down these lows potentially. Quick dump, entry of VWAP, hopefully, unless we go on this order block here. That's another possibility as well. I'm not sure. No, I wouldn't take the stop here. I would want to take the stub in this vicinity. That would be perfect for a quick bounce. We do have a gap here. We do have VWAP. Okay, so and the 5-minute chart is dropping like a stone. But I really need to end the stream now. So this was the summary. Let's see what happens later. I will end the stream now. Thank you very much, and I will see you on Monday.